loud, it's time for the show. Marcus Lee Stephenson's got that flow. Conversations that matter every Tuesday night. Inspiration, laughter, love shining bright. Turn it up.
Subscribe to the Marcus Lee Stephenson Show today.
Welcome to another episode of Marcus Lee Stephenson Show. And this segment is still part of the books. So, if y'all see us dressed the same, that's why. Hey. So, we're just breaking it down. So, all right, let's go.
Okay, well, everybody wants to know. You have a lot of followers. You've been very, again, transparent about your life, about where you are now,
Yes.
in terms of your singleness. So, tell us about, are you dating right now? Dating in relationships. Are you dating now?
I'm dating me. It's the best relationship I've had in a long time.
It's a good place to start.
Yeah, seriously. Because I know me. I don't argue with me. We go out and eat the same food. I ain't got to argue. Like, let's get this, let's get that. No, seriously, yeah. I'm just. It's not my focal point right now because I feel like God got me doing some other things right now that's beneficial to you all. So I take me out of the purpose right now because my purpose is this creativity thing. So it's a focal point that I'm pushing.
Right. And it's definitely a God thing because the still dad after divorce and, reinvented, God has you on a movement right now. This is major. And so I can understand why your focus would be more, on God. That's understandable. Yeah.
So, but you still believe in love and relationships and marriage, right?
Yes.
Because you talk very openly about
Very open.
some of the trauma that you suffered,
Yeah.
as a result of some of those relationships.
I've even took therapy. The first few times, like, he know what to ask. Ask me. It was like, it's following me here.
What's going on?
I don't know if I was more. Maybe just I probably try to read and try to figure. Maybe I can be read. I don't know. But you can ask me anything. He's like, oh, okay. So yeah. But yeah, relationships. I know love is out there for me. I think before when I got married, and just be transparent again. It's transparent, Marcus. My first marriage I wasn't in love with her. I was young, high school, going to college. Got pregnant, So me want to do the right thing because that's my family thing. It's like, okay, married, the white picket fence and raise your family.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to do. So it wasn't about, oh, I'm so in love, But it was like, I love my kids. Like, oh yeah, this is good. Wife, oh. No, I'm serious. I'm like, I get the kid without the wife, But hey,
Yeah.
I'm serious.
You were being dutiful.
Let
Yeah,
me ask you
dutiful.
then. So, especially when you think about all of the hype on social media about an alpha female and beta female, or is she soft, or is she this or that? What type of woman attracts
Get
you?
me in trouble. I ain't gonna never get married now.
What type of woman?
I think, well, for me, personally, to me, the type of woman that attracts me is a woman that, what's that song? She's got her own.
Yeah. She's
something
got a
that-
Neo.
Yeah, Neo. Yeah, she's got her own. It's not like you have your own company, you have this, but you have your own ideas of what you want to do.
Your own identity.
I love to cook. You ain't got to be a chef, but know how to fry a bologna sandwich. I'm a country boy. Everybody know me. I love bologna sandwich. Not healthy, but every now and then.
Every now and then.
Yeah. It just know how to have fun. Don't be so demanding on me. Let me do me. You're going to be taken care of. We're going to take care of each other. What's the old saying, 50-50? No, everybody, if we do that, what are you doing with the 50%? What I'm doing with the other 50%. So we both going in at 100%. And we can build things together. We can start out broke. You don't know nothing, I don't know nothing. But let's start collectively on how to build. And I think that's most important is when that time comes, we can build together. Forget what I got. Forget
Yeah.
what you have.
Mm-hmm.
What can we implement to get something together, to build together? That's what's
That's
important to me.
beautiful.
Unselfishness.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
mentioned
no.
in the other episode, you talked about as you were going through your divorce, you read the Bible about what it said about marriage and divorce.
Mhm.
But what did it say to you about being a husband?
Oh, just I mean, for me, about being a husband, I can't remember the verses, in the book, but what I got out of it is just always be strong and be pray for and be a leader,
Mm.
and I was been told that my whole life. I love going to church as long as I'm learning, because if I don't feel like I've been taught. I mean, you read the Bible for yourself accordingly, but if I'm not being led at church, how am I lead my household?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If
that's
they
the word.
if they talking foolishness at church, I'm like, well, I can't take this home.
Mm.
She's right there beside me, hopefully, but yeah, I just feel like as men, I think God put us on here to be the stronger vessel, of course, but also not be so arrogant that we can't listen to our wives, to our spouse.
Mhm.
Um, Wives, some people say wives are helpmates. Men are helpmates too. You can both help each other. I don't like when they just have that stigma. Wives are meant to be helpmates, and men will be workers. No, both. Everybody can do it. So I'm not again that 50-50 thing. Just dive in,
Mhm.
100% on each end.
Mm-hmm. So, talking about or speaking about being a husband
Hmm.
and being a leader primarily, some husbands cover their wives,
Hmm.
some husbands smother their wives. Have you learned the difference from the time of your divorce till now?
So I've never smothered.
Okay.
They ain't pork chops. So, nah.
you know, and do you understand what I mean by
Yes.
smothering?
Yeah, yeah.
It
What you
gets to a
talking?
point of control
Yeah.
versus
Mhm.
Yeah.
covering your wife and leading her and saying, you know what, let's try this. We're going to do this
Mhm.
today, rather than, oh, we are doing it this
Oh,
way.
I've never done that. I'm like, I'm finna go do this. All right, be safe. Be good. You good? You got extra change on you if you need it.
Mm.
As far as covering,
Mhm.
I'm not the one. I might get in trouble for my future, but that's okay. This is me. Some men say I'm paying for everything. Why if you ain't got to do nothing? Mm-mm. No, because I figured if I'm paying for everything, how about if we pay for stuff together? That builds our wealth that much more quicker.
Mhm.
Because I'm out here sweating in the heat or whatever I'm doing, and you out there spending money and being pampered and getting your feet and manicured. How was your day? It was tough. How was your? Oh, it was relaxing. I'm like, what? So that's just me. It works for some people. But for me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I may go get a pedicure every now and then, but I got my own set of clippers.
Yeah.
I cut my own hair. Some
Yeah.
people call me frugal, some call me cheap, whatever. But at the end of the day, we still gonna eat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
But there are the traditional roles that
I'm
women
not
still
traditional.
have because they do compare that, to the
Mhm.
Bible and knowing that Adam, was given the job first. He was created first. And so Eve just kind of, he tilled the garden. He had a job before
Mhm.
his wife came along. So I'm saying, I'm
Mhm.
just presenting another viewpoint that some
And I'm
women
sitting over here eating popcorn,
Well,
just waiting on
that
this
some
response.
women, right, may
yeah,
adopt. Understanding that, I'm just
yeah.
saying,
Well,
yeah, they're
every man in the Bible is not the bread wine. Every man in the Bible wasn't like, come on, baby, I got you. You ain't gotta do nothing. Mm-mm. No. That's just again my personal persona. I didn't write the Bible. I've read it. And we all got questions. I'm like, mm-mm. I ain't trying to be that man
But
to
but
be.
is that a trauma response because you did that?
Oh, I've done it.
Mhm.
But then it's
But
that reality wake up. I'm sitting up here, well, I
but
thought.
that's not specific to the person. Maybe that just wasn't the right person that you gave that
It's like you
to.
give your all, I gave it all and then some.
And so the next person has to get less.
No, not get less is what the other one didn't put in. Yeah, that's why I
So
said
now
So
you,
the the
so
ne-
now you have a limit to which you will go because of
no. I
uh
put it this way.
what you
I'm putting
experienced.
in just much you put in. You put 25% in. What you think I'm doing? 25%. You won't put 100% in the relationship. I'm gonna put 100% in this relationship.
Okay.
You get
so
what you give.
mm.
Mm, okay.
I think we're
Figure
in
it out.
silence.
Yeah.
So it's just, we don't want it to sound like the next person
Hmm.
is bound, in a sense,
Yeah.
by the last person's
Yeah.
mistake,
Yeah.
depending on who she is.
Hmm.
We don't want her to have to suffer the consequences of the last.
Yeah. She won't. She is again. We had them conversations.
Uh-huh.
What you bringing to the table?
Hmm.
If she come in and say, I got 30%, okay, I'm gonna start out with my 30. I got more, but I'm gonna start out with 32. And we're gonna build yours
Hence the
up to
building
35.
together. Yeah.
I got 100%, but we're gonna build you up to 100%.
Hmm.
You know. So yeah.
Okay. So what's a little known fact that you would want your audience to know about you?
I'm a good guy. I'm a Capricorn. Uh I love people. I'm a philanthropist. I love helping people. No, people use you, but it's about
You
that
let them.
discernment. You gotta have a
Mhm.
you gotta have a good case of discernment with uh, what's out there. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of, so tell me about your relationship with God, though, because that.
My relationship with God is a whole lot better than it was because
Hmm.
I was hard headed. I was like, "What? You ain't talking to me?" But I think as I get older and seeing my grandkids grow and just, two of them graduated this year, and I was like, man, I'm blessed to have been here for this. You know, I don't know how many more years God gonna bless me on this earth, but man, I'm taking advantage of it. I'm loving on my family, loving on my kids, and I mean, I'm just speaking of relationship. I had relationships like, you go see your kids too much. What?
Mm.
Yeah, get jealous. Well, I ain't got time for that.
All right.
That's what I'm like. You come. It's not like you stay here. I'm going to see my kid. No, let's go. We just seen him last month. What? But my grandbabies. So yeah.
Yeah.
But then if they have a child. Oh, let's go here with my child. But I ain't seen mine. Well, they grown. It don't matter. So yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to flip the script just for a moment, but I want to talk about balance because those of us who know you,
Hmm.
we know that you're calm, cool, and collected. Not a
Hmm.
lot bothers you. But how are you handling the exposure right now as you're growing and developing into the movie industry now? The books have much more exposure. How's Marcus handling that?
Mark is a good couple. When I get in my door, and I go and I unlock the door to get in and close the door. I may fix me a sandwich. I watch me some westerns or stop by and grab me some meat or cook. Cause once I'm home, I'm home. All that outside noise and stuff, I leave it outside. I don't come in my house. Oh man, yeah, you the man. I don't do that. I go to the house to relax. It's an old saying, your home should be your
Castle.
yeah, your castle, your relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
My home's my spa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I go and relax. I don't think about outside stuff till I'm outside.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and along those lines, the other thing I think some people may not know about
Mhm.
you is your commitment to your health.
Oh yeah.
At 58, a lot of times people think you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
What's your routine? Tell us about your daily routine and how you
Ooh.
maintain all of this.
Okay. Uh, Not getting sponsored for it, but I like I like my apple cider vinegar.
Mhm.
I have some organic lemon juice I get at Sprouts, and I get my collagen, and I get my little hot old school tea kettle thing. Pour my hot water in, stir it up a little bit, and sip it. Good flavor. You can add a little vanilla to it. You can add with. I used to do honey, but I don't add the honey no more because I
Mhm.
just want to soak in what's there.
Hmm.
I take my olive oregano, my black seed oil,
Mhm.
and one thing I'm really trying to it's depending on what I eat. Soda. Oh, I keep trying to say don't do soda, don't
Right.
do soda. And every now and then, but I know they have different soda flavors without all the stuff that soda makes in it. Not knocking any of them, but because I've had it and they be good when it's cold.
Yeah, but sometimes
But
you need to wash that fried chicken down with the
oh
Coke.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Now I'm comfortable. I love some good fried chicken. Once a week, sometimes maybe more. But yeah, typically once a week. Sometimes I may not eat fried chicken for a whole month.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to do more salads. It just, I do fruits and vegetables, but sometimes it's just the word salad sometimes.
It just angst you.
Yeah. We was at your daughter's graduation thing. Angie had some ordered a big thing of what's something like little baby carrot, Brussels sprout.
Yes.
You want some? No. Get that away from me. She asked us today with that. Y'all want some Brussels sprout? I know they like little baby cabbage and stuff. I love cabbage, but not. I just hadn't tasted Brussels sprouts.
And do you exercise? What do you do?
Yeah, I do. I do Tai Chi. I mean, I used to do martial. I'm a black belt, 4th degree black belt. But as I get older, I'm not as flexible as I used to be. I'm good, but I ain't trying to get there and spar like that. But I do push-ups. I do Tai Chi. I just use my own weight. I used to have the bench press and all that stuff. Because I ain't trying to get bulky. I'm just trying to be healthy. Health is wealth. That's always been my mentality.
Maintain.
And speaking of health as wealth, you have something coming out or that you're working on, right?
Yeah, the cookbook.
Yes.
It's Country Boy Cooking. And it's going to have some oldies and goodies. And it's going to have some healthies. It's going to have some stuff from my grandmother's garden. My grandma used to make the preserves. Oh, that back porch, it had so much jelly and sugar in it. The sugar around the ring, it just be pulging out. I like all the sugar book. Good. Yeah, that back porch.
Yeah. So you're going to have a variety of recipes in there, healthy and the usual.
I gotta keep it real with the country stuff, because that's how I was raised. And homemade cornbread. I used to make my homemade cornbread, and then I started buying the instant cornbread, not instant, but the
Jiffy.
pre-mixed stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't the same. So I went back to start making my own. It just I appreciate it. I didn't understand it. I made homemade biscuit. I knew I made homemade cinnamon rolls. I love to cook. That's why I decided to do a cookbook. And I learned that from my grandmother and mom. So.
Okay. Well, thank you, Marcus,
Thank
for
you.
the opportunity to interview you. The jury is still out on some of the comments that you made about your relationships, but like you said, it's your life. And so just love the fact that you are rediscovering yourself and all those things that really bring you joy, because I think that's definitely a part of healing, really getting back to yourself. And that's a message for anyone, in terms of understanding who you are and getting back to healing so that you can truly reinvent yourself and move forward.
I'm glad you said that, because this is not a dating podcast. This is about me working on me. They ask these questions. I can give it to you straight. I ain't out here soliciting, hey, I'm free. Nah, I'm still working on me.
Yes. And again, we thank you for your truth. And you oftentimes say that, this is my truth. Yes. Yeah. So thank you, Marcus, for opening up. That's important, because it's difficult sometimes for men to do that. But you don't have any problem sharing your emotions and your thoughts with the world. And so we say thank you, because this is helping everybody. Every time I open one of those books, and I'm not just saying this but it's the truth. I learned something, and I have a degree in psychology, but those books speak to me. And so thank you for sharing your life with the world.
You're welcome. All right, and on the next episode, we'll see you. Okay? Love you all. Marcus Lee Stephenson Show. Follow the journey. Conversations that matter. Make sure you subscribe to this channel.